had the deal on the contract, and that's when I met Frandy. Frandy walked the house with me. He walked the house with me, and he told me he didn't think it was a great deal. So I didn't like Frandy from the beginning. No, so we went over the numbers. I already kind of had a little idea of how to find out about the numbers, how to do my calculations. And Frandy walked me through, helped me find the contractors, kind of guided me on the steps and how to follow that process to flip the house. I did run into a lot of issues with inspectors, contractors. I fired contractors twice, brought more contractors in. I went over the budget because that's what happens when you have to deal with different contractors. You know, I kept calling Frandy. It's like, hey, now I got this issue. So he would tell me, you know, do this, or call this person, and we go check. So he helped me out a lot. We sold the house for $150,000. I bought it last year in October, and my plan was to flip it in 3 months, but because of all the issues we had, I sold it in May this year. So it took me about 7 months. Didn't make as much money as I expected, but it wasn't a bad deal. Like Randy said, it wasn't a great deal. It was just a good deal, right? Then I decided to do the mentorship with Randy, and that's how I got to know Randy better. He shared his knowledge with me. I got into a new deal now. I found this house in Brockton. I talked to Frandy. I said, hey, I think I have a great deal. So we looked at the numbers, we ran the numbers, we ran the comps. It is a great deal, not like this one, but it is a great deal.
What do you call a great deal?
I'm buying the house, and the Harmony lender says, I'm gonna give you the money to buy the house, and I'm gonna give you the money for the repair. You know, it's a great deal.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, they wouldn't give it to you.
Otherwise, they will not give you all the money. If they say to you, I'm only gonna give you the money for you to buy the house, you'll find $100,000 for the repair. You know, it's not a great deal. Because otherwise, they know that if they give you more than they should, and you don't deliver, and they take the house, they're not gonna get their money back, right? So that's one way you know if you have a great deal or not. The other way is because the calculations we make, right? We take the numbers. When we make the offer, we want to make sure that the offer that we make is good enough for us to get 100% the money from the lenders or from the private money lender, like Randy said earlier. So you don't have to put any money out of pocket. So we went into this house in Brockton. You know, it was it was 2 ladies that owned the house for 100 years. One passed away, the other one is at a nursing home. So we had to go through the kids and the grandkids. And it took 2 months, but we got the house for $191,000. It's a 2-family.
Was it on MLS or did you find it?
No. So we don't, I'm sorry, Frederick. We don't buy on MLS, right? Because what happens in MLS, everybody's there.
Yeah.
Like Frandy says, we try to find houses that are stressed, that are updated, and we go in, and you just get the address, and you try to send, you know, postcards all the time until they contact you. When they contact you, that means they want to sell, and that's what you want because you don't want to waste your time, and you don't want to waste their time. But I used to live in Brockton, and my neighbor, who my stepfather was here, knows her, and he found the house. So, So we started the negotiations like that. We made our offer. Yeah. We went back and forth a couple of times for a month and a half, and finally we closed last week from the house. So we, like you said, how do you find the contractors? You know, my networking is growing because I know Frandy. Because now I have Frandy's people. Frandy has my people. You know, I have other people that I know. So the network grows. I was saying earlier before you all got here, Peter and Mark, I think we're the only ones here. I said, sometimes we want to do things on our own and we don't want to invest a couple of dollars here and there. And that was the stupidest things I did. But because besides those 2 houses, I flipped my own 2 houses that I passed in 2013. I also went bankrupt in 2009 because I had a 3-family in East Boston, which I don't think you know.
Welcome to the club.
Exactly. So sometimes you have to invest a little bit of money so you don't waste all your money and lose it all, right?
Waste your time.
And waste your time. So Frandy has been my mentor for the past 7 months, and I think now I feel more secure, better. I'm more confident that we're gonna do better. And by spending a few dollars, and this is not a sales pitch, so you didn't even know I was gonna talk. But
I'm a student.
if I have no, there you go.
Yeah,
So,
Jessica and Bruno are my students too.
so when you first find your first deal, you're gonna have a million questions. You don't know what to do next. That gets overwhelming, right? The best thing is to have somebody that you can contact and say, hey, Frandy, what do I do next? This is what I did. He's gonna tell you what to do next. Who to call, who to contact, what to do. If you don't have the information, he's gonna give it to you. That is priceless. It's priceless because if you can lose the deal in 5 minutes if you don't know what to do next.
Oh, yes. So how much you pay for the house in Brockton?
191.
191. Are you using $191,000 out of your pocket?
Not at all.
How come you buying the house?
So because it's a great deal, and we're buying about 50 cents on the dollar. We went to a couple of you went to a couple of Harmony lenders for me, and you were able to find the money.
Yeah, so that's the way that we do business. We do not use our own money. If you have some money you want to bring to the table, that's fine. However, the goal is not to use any money out of your pocket. So first we go to the Harmony investors. They tell you, hey Mark, we like the deal, you need $50,000. Okay, I'll be back. Get on the phone, call now your private money investors, and get the other $50,000, bring it to the table, and now you have your deal. Zero money out of pocket.
I gotta say, when Frandy got me this Harmony lender, which I already worked with one that he recommended me on my previous house, the Harmony lender said, "Oh, we're gonna give you $110,000 for the repair." So I was like, "I think there's a mistake here, Frandy." They said, $110,000 for the repair, and I was like, "No, they're gonna include it." So why? Because if I can sell the house for $430 and I bought it for $191 and I invest $120, $110, let's say just round it off, $191 and $110 is $301. That's still 75% for the $425 when I sell the house. So they're still just giving me 75%, and I'm still not putting it. So that's how we know it's a great deal.
Yeah. So just to share with you, and I like to be transparent with my family, my friends, and my students, right? So that's why on the folder I also included what we call a deal analysis of this project, right? So on the deal analysis copy that you have inside the folder, I'm disclosing to you how much I'm going to be making in this deal alone. And don't forget that, as I told you before, my other deals that I'm working with right now are very similar to this one, okay?